The straight-A student in Mrs. Johnson's classroom was dying of boredom, and as principal, I almost missed it. Emma sat quietly in the back row, finished her work in about 10 minutes, then stared out the window for the remaining 40 minutes. Perfect grades, no behavior problems, invisible to most teachers. As her principal, I really thought she was fine until Emma's mom requested a meeting with me. She shared that Emma was begging to not go to school, saying, "I'm not learning anything new." It was a real wake-up call for me as the principal. Our easy student was actually one of the most at risk. As educational leaders, we must recognize that gifted students don't need harder work, they need different work. What gifted students really need from principals? Advocacy for appropriate programming. We need teachers that are trained in gifted education strategies. We need flexible scheduling and grouping options for them. We need access to advanced resources and materials because social emotional supports have unique challenges. When we finally identified Emma's needs and provided the appropriate challenges, she transformed from a disengaged daydreamer into a passionate learner, leading her own research projects. Principals, gifted education myths versus what is reality. Myth: gifted kids will figure it out on their own. Reality: they need specialized support and advocacy. Myth: more work is an appropriate challenge. The reality: different work promotes engagement. Myth: gifted students don't have problems. The reality: they face unique social emotional challenges. Signs that a principal should watch for: students finishing their work and then disengaging. Advanced questions that go beyond the grade level content. Perfectionistic tendencies or fear of failure. Demonstrated advanced reasoning in specific areas. Expressions of boredom or reluctance about school. Here's a principal's gifted education action plan. Ensure proper identification procedures, especially if your district doesn't already have them in place. Provide professional development and professional learning for your teachers. Create flexible programming structures. Advocate for appropriate resources. Monitor social emotional needs. As principal, your support determines whether gifted students merely survive or thrive. You set the tone for how your school values and serves high ability learners. Here's a quote from an unknown source: "Every child is gifted. They just unwrap their packages at different times." Ready to transform gifted education at your school from identification to differentiation, leadership, or GT Ignite and TAGT on demand. These courses provide comprehensive training at your fingertips. You choose the time and the place of the learning. Explore our specialized GT offerings at responsivelearning.com. The work you do matters. You've got this.